we see a lot of cheese, though, guys? We're about to find out. I'll introduce our first player, and you can do the second one, Snoopy. Here in the top left, in the blue, playing from the Afrika Freaks, it is ARMANI, the Blue Zerg.
And spawning here at the bottom right corner of the map is the red turn player from Brave Star Gaming. Give it up for Dream.
Alright. So, nothing crazy yet. It's gonna be just going racks first, no gas first, no cheeky tricks. Death Ore is not too long of a map that you can't rush, especially with these speed zones. How have you liked these speed zones so far after they've been introduced, Snoopy? Have you thought they've done much, really done nothing, anything?
I actually like it. I mean, you got to introduce certain things into the map pool to kind of spice it up, right? I know that in the past they had the acceleration zones, the ones that slow you down, and those were usually the ones that people really hated. So I think introducing a zone where it actually speeds things up, I think people are actually okay with it instead of hating it. So I'm actually pretty good with it. How about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I have really felt like it's done nothing. Personally, I think I've seen one fight the other day that just allowed for a faster concave to happen, I believe, because someone fought in the speed zones. But other than that, because when, say, you're trying to chase someone, they get away for half a second, but then you speed up because you go through the speed zone too. So I think that there's still more to be discovered with these, that more could be done to make them better. But we'll see what happens.
I agree with you. I don't actually see a lot of engagements during those in those areas. But the one thing that I do see people utilize with it is that they would, in the early game, let's say it was a PVZ, we would see a lot of Protoss kind of send their probes out early and use that acceleration zone to kind of push across the map a bit faster to kind of block the Zerg hatchery. So that's one of the little things, the little quirks that I think I've seen other players use or take advantage of.
Yeah, the scouting aspect, I definitely agree. Getting the first worker or so, that's probably, like you mentioned, over faster. So I do concur. Third base coming in for ARMANI, just barely in time nowadays, slightly late even, but he's going for the triangular third, the more aggressive one. We may see ARMANI get a little spicy here, Snoopy. He's left 2 drones on gas to let him have some Overlord speed along with his Zergling speed, but he hasn't pulled anything off. This might be a faster lair. Is ARMANI gonna get aggressive here, Snoopy?
He might possibly. I mean, he is having 2 drones on the gas, which indicates that he wants to get at least a lair pretty soon. I mean, there's always those Zergs that kind of pull all their drones out after getting the first initial 100 gas, but then some also leaves 1 drone in, and then right now, as we see ARMANI does, leaving only 2 drones in. So he's a kind of a semi-economic, but also want to get his lair and tech up running pretty soon.
Yes, sir. We have Stem on the way and a really fast third CC out of our boy Dream here, going for the super eco play, looking to get that third base economy coming on soon. His CC's actually finishing before the Zerg's third hatchery. I mean, his hatchery's on location obviously, but that's just, it feels so greedy. I know it's planned and it's safe. There's nothing too crazy coming in yet. We just continue to see more and more droning out of ARMANI.
But we did see that ARMANI did go for Overlord speed, so he kind of knows about the early third, which means he can also go greedy himself, right? So yeah, as you see in the production tab, mass drones just droning like crazy.
And going for double evolution chambers this early without really anything other than Zergling tech. So we should see soon what kind of direction we want to go. So it's going to be +1 melee, so we're going to be going into Ling Bane. And I'm assuming Mutas.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
This map is pretty nice for the Mutalisks with all that dead airspace in a lot of spots on the map. Very, very healthy for Mutalisks to run away from nasty Thorses. But it looks like we're going to have a bit of a Hellbat push here. The armory's just about to complete, and there's only a couple queens here. Zerglings are on the production tab, but there's only 14 here, Snoopy. This is not going to be enough.
Yeah, he is going to buy some time with these queens, but he's going to get some lings out. The banelings, that's not quite done. I don't expect banelings to join up in this fight anytime soon. He might actually need to sack his base, because that's a lot of Hellbats.
That is a dicey situation. More and more lings coming out there, now 30, but this is a beautiful ball of Hellbats surrounding the Marines, even keeping them safe from any sort of lings around the medevac, sorry. Healing up the Hellbats really nice, but here come the lings trying to get a nice surround. There they go, they're slipping in between the cracks, but there's just too much Terran here. The queens are falling, they're out of energy. The hatchery trying to get transfused to safety, but no, it will fall, and Dream's going to be able to get out of here with a lot of damage dealt.
That was such a great trade, such an efficient trade. Not only getting the hatch, getting all of those lings, now even taking some of those banelings out, and now Armani is in a world of hurt.
If we look at the resources lost tab, 2.5k to 1.5k in favor of Dream. He'll take 42 lings, a hatchery, and 4 queens for that minuscule amount of units. His third base is now online. He's got Whittle Mines here to defend against this Ling counterattack, and some Mariners to help seal the deal. Fourth base is coming online, double expanding, trying to make up for that. But we've got Drilling Claws, Combat Shields, and 1-1 for this bio, Snoopy. This, we're going to have a very scary Terran follow-up.
Yeah. I think right now, Dream is feeling pretty good right now at the position he is in. But I do like Armani's decision to just double expand. I mean, right now he needs to kind of take a risk to at least kind of get himself back into the game. He's going to have to rely on Ling Baneling for the meantime, though. There's no, higher tech, no Hydralist or no Mutalisk that's going to be on the field anytime soon until he gets those that third and fourth running.
Mm-hmm. Now, the big thing that I've noticed here is Armani didn't lose any workers during that fight. He was able to pull them away and keep all the ones that he had alive. He is down in workers right now, but he didn't lose any. And his upgrades are ahead. Terran 1-1 is almost complete, but his 2-2 is already like 3/7 done.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the one thing he can hand it, or I guess one of the things that he can rely on to at least keep up with the Terran, but still, I mean,
oh, the Whittle Mines, get out! No. Speaking of not losing any workers, 12 go down. Oh, my Protoss heart breaks for Armani as, another one. What is this new mine drop meta? You never used to see mine drops in TVZ. Now they're everywhere, Snoopy.
Yeah, I mean, I seen Maru just in one game, I think in a few games actually, where he just kept widow mining the Protoss player to death. As we can see, this time around it's going to be against a Zerg player. So, I mean, widow mines right now just really in the meta. They're really efficient. One hit, one instance of not paying attention, and all your workers can go down. So, really great, pick up there by Dream.
Absolutely fantastic. And now he's got another drop, I believe, coming somewhere on the right. I think he might have pulled it back, but here comes this push here at the third base. Baneling's going to come in. Widowmine shot nearly hitting more Terran than Zerg there. Going to get cleaned up, but going to try and go into the main here. Nothing here to stop it. Will be allowed to unload. Ling's coming in. Baneling's getting this around. Widowmine's going to be even supporting. The Baneling's actually pulled back, and actually a lot of bio does go down, but here comes the Widowmine drop. No.
Oh, man.
Why, Snoopy, why? 59 drones left. If we look at how many lost, 33 have gone down in the last couple minutes. The income advantage graph just spiking heavily in Dream's favor, getting over 2k resources mined at once. His fourth base is about to come online, and Armani, the only thing he really has going for him is the fact that he's ahead in upgrades. His hive's on the way, Hydralisk Den being added. He canceled something, might have been a Spire. Not quite sure. But here we go. Terran, though, looking to close out the game here nice and soon.
Yeah, he's enjoying a 107 to 48 army supply. And he is ready to probably end this game unless Armani can get some nice bailing shots and connections.
Oh, the Banelings running into so many Marauders, and they're not even dying. Here come the Banelings crashing into more Marauders again, trying to get us around, but that's just so little units. There's so much Terran here. Whittlemine's getting so much damage done now. The handful of Marines is going to try and stutter step. Nice target fire onto the Banelings here, and now there might just be a little too much Zerg. Dream's going to load up into the medevacs, but then drop them back out. Parade pushing across the map are more Marines and Marauders. There is a lot of creep out here, and that is helping Armani buy some time, as Dream doesn't want to throw this game by diving too deep into the paint. But as more Banelings come online, the 4th base is under attack. The Marauders positioned so beautifully. The Queen's coming in. Is this the end, Snoopy?
Ah, man, it's looking very much like it. A stream of Terran Red Army coming across the map. I mean, Armani does have his hive. If he can hold on, he can possibly transition to maybe Ultralisk, but that's a big, big if.
The Banelings all clumped up. They're looking to crash through the Marauders, but the Terran splits are gorgeous. The mines aren't even burrowed yet. Now it's just Purelings streaming on in, upgrades even, and it looks like Dream's just crashing through. The drones are being evacuated, but like they'll get away. The stutter step that annoys any player that has to face it. The medevac's mostly drained out of juice, but it doesn't matter because Armani's drained the units. 105 army supply to 24. Lings streaming in, drones pulled, mines burrowing. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the end. We're going to see the GG here in just a moment. There you go. Dream takes game number 1.
Well, that was pretty convincing and dominating performance there by Dream. Of course, getting that early big attack with the Hellbat timing just pretty much set the game up throughout pretty much just handed the game over to Dream, and it was pretty much Dream's game to lose from that point on.
Yeah, I think Armani, he got the good scouting, and he knew what he was up against, but I don't think he spotted the armory. I only spotted it last minute on the production tab, and that it seemed to catch him by such surprise. How can you have Overlord speed but still get caught so off guard?
Well, we do see that Armani is gonna go ahead and choose the second map. I'm curious as to which map he's gonna choose. Of course, we do have Submarine, Pillars of Gold, Oxide, Lightshade, Romanticide, Jagannatha. So, looks like he is gonna choose Lightshade.
Lightshade, right on. This is a map that I'm not sure how to feel with yet. It seems both small but wide open. There doesn't feel like there's a lot of chokes in it, which makes me nervous as a Protoss player, especially one that likes to go Stargate and Robo units, because those require a bit more choking maneuvers. How is this going to favor Armani in winning game 2, do you think, Snoopy, with it being so open?
I mean, there's a lot of different possibilities. Of course, this map, I think, is a pretty short distance, so I feel like whichever player kind of becomes the more aggressive player, gonna have the bit of an upper hand. And of course, as you see in the natural, pretty wide open natural, right? I mean, and also there's no even ground. There's no high ground or anything, so makes pressure attacks pretty good.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Well, let's take a minute here and introduce our players. I'll introduce our first one, take the second one. Here in the upper left of Nightshade in the blue, the Zerg player from the Afrika Freaks, it is Armani.
And spawning here on the bottom right, he is our lovely red Terran player from Brave Star Gaming. Make some noise for Dream.
Okay. So no cheeky proxies. Now this map, I've seen some proxy action coming on in. There's some deceiving spots. Like this high ground middle area is, as we can see, an Overlord's almost on the way there to scouting it, but it can actually provide everyone wants to scout around it, around on the low ground, but I've seen a lot of people so far forget to come up here, so I would have maybe liked to see a proxy, even just like to get a faster Reaper over, but it looks like it's going to be a Marine expand here out of Dream. This has been gaining some more popularity lately. It means faster command center, I believe, but harder to get vision across the map. Is it a fair trade-off, do you think, Snoopy?
Well, the main reason Terrans go for this, opened up with the Marine instead of a Reaper, is probably signaling that he wants to just tech up a little bit faster, get that extra gas to go into the factory, a faster factory instead of the Reaper. And it looks like he is throwing down that reactor, getting that factory. We should see some Hellions out. Although we could also definitely see some Hellbats if he throws down that armory, but we shall see. We shall see.
Third base coming in much earlier for Armani. Always nice when you can get that third base up, that 3-hatch production. Always preferred. We're down to just one guess here. Armani not too concerned yet, but he's got his things ready, and everything's just chilling for now. Factory's done though, and we're gonna see the swap. What's the follow-up here? Do you think we're gonna see an armory and do a Hellbat push, or maybe like a Hellion drop or something? Or is this just...
You know what?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking the Hellion drop could be a possibility. I mean, you look at the main base, it's a pretty large main base, right? So, I mean, there's a lot of dark areas you can drop there. The Zerg player actually doesn't have any overlords onto the side to spot. So a Hellion drop can actually do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it. It's going to be a Viking, though, so we're not going to see any kind of Hellion drop. Just going to be for faster Hellions. Tech Lab coming in onto the barracks. We're going to be likely seeing Bio again. And a much faster Baneling Nest this time. Our body's not going to get caught with his pants down by some Hellbats anytime soon after that game 1. And he's getting more queens. The Hellions are going to come in, and it looks like they're just going to straight dive in here. Nice drone pull, though, and it doesn't look like this is going to get much done, Snoopy.
Oh, look at that. That queen block. So good.
Oh,
you know, that's one of the few times where, you know, being heavy, I mean, being fat is actually a good thing. You can block ramps like a Snorlax.
Yeah. Yeah, queens are essentially the StarCraft version of the Snorlax. when they're off creep, they move about as fast as a Snorlax. They don't do much. They are really tanky, and everyone wants to have one.
Yeah.
Unless you're not Zerg, then you hate queens. But I started hating queens a little bit less ever since they reduced the attack rate of queens. They reduced it by 1. That made me very happy as a Void Ray player. Because yes, even back then I liked playing with Void Rays before the buff.
That's interesting. A lot of Protoss players were happy just because of the not the Void Ray, but actually the War Prism. But yeah. I could definitely see the Void Ray being
I struggle to remember to build a Warp Prism, which is not good when I try and push, because reinforcing is very hard. We do see a couple of eBays coming in. No upgrades yet. As I say that, we do see the 2 evolution chambers starting for Armani. He's not as greedy with his upgrades this game. It didn't seem to help him much. We do have a Hellion run by diving in again. It's going to be able to get a few drones this time. The drones stopped pulling, but the Lings are back in time. 6 drones still going down. Going to be able to help even up the count just a little bit. But a drone per Hellion, I don't hate it, per se, but I don't love it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not actually sure. It could have been even-ish, maybe, but I'm not sure. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess 6 total drones, 10 Lings. Kind of wishy-washy. It's not going to really change the game as much.
Nah, I think it's... If anything, it's better for Armani just because he didn't lose that much, but Dream now doesn't have to worry about controlling his Hellions. He can just focus on these Widow meme drops, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, last game they were really super effective. Let's see this time around if Armani can kind of deal with this a bit better.
What I'd like to know is what's the proper way to stop it? Because you can't just like fill your mineral line with spine crawlers to kill them. You have to be so on top of your minimap awareness to be able to pull them away. Because those mines with drilling claws, they zippity doo dah down into the dirt. And
Yeah, you got to get that vision, and looks like here we go.
Hold up. No! That last one getting the shot of a lifetime there, picking up the 5 big ones. Oh, trying to get one in. Nice save there with the spore crawler. Nice micro tricks.
Oh, actually loses, unfortunately, the medevac as well. So, huh?
Yeah, that's a little sloppy. But there's another one coming in here from the west that drops one right behind. Oh, that's... Oh no, Snoopy.
Oh man, that hit took out so many lings. Jesus.
I am waiting for this ling behind this whittle meme behind the 4th base. When drones get transferred, just get the juiciest clumped up drone hit. Does seem like a few things are coming over here. They're just spitting stuff. I don't know, but we do see 12 hydras on the way. Lightshade doesn't have a lot of empty airspace. Nice wall of depots over here at the 3rd base for Armani, and we're continuing to just see both players deflect each other's attempts at something pretty well. Though Armani has not seemed to get very aggressive this series so far, Snoopy. Has he just been too busy defending, or what?
Yeah, it looks like he's been pretty much on the defensive end and not doing a great job against, especially against the Winter Mines. But I mean, still, he is at least has the four bases up. He could use a bit more drones, but at the very least, he's still hanging on in there. So I mean, maybe with the Hydralisk, adding the Hydralisk, getting some nice bailing connections, he could get the edge here. But one thing I do like is the creep spread. At least, I mean, that is really, I mean, pretty much blue on his side of the map.
Yeah, especially moving towards the north. He's done a fantastic job at doing this. This little drop here, not going to get much done. We do have the Whittle Mine drop coming in here to the 4th base. The drones are going to get pulled. Nice dodges. This is how you deal with it, guys. You just turn your drones into spore crawlers as soon as the mines go off. This is the big brain plays that we want to see. But, oh, being cheeky, getting one more. Nah, just going to get a couple of lings. But fantastic deflections here, but the amount of micro required is ridiculous. And that's allowed Dream to have enough time to get a 4th base coming here, but I mean, Armani's at the 85 drone count. We see the production tab, 34 lings on the way, Hive, a lurker den. Armani's ramping up to attack big time here, Snoopy.
Yeah, that is a good sign for the Zerg. It seemed like Dream was pretty much in the lead throughout this whole game, but he managed to kind of macro up, and now he actually has a pretty good chance. I mean, he's still down in army supply, but with the amount of creep, it's going to take a long time for Dream to finally get onto one of the bases. So by that time, I think he should be able to mass up enough units to defend.
Yeah, he's now switching into tanks. Tanks, as we know, very good at dealing with Hydralisks. The mine's not as effective, though. Little ones getting nice shots here and there, just spreading them randomly throughout the map always makes someone a little bit more nervous, maybe add gray hair or two. But I like the tank transition. Still adding some mines though, and ooh, a Ghost Academy. Are we gonna get some nukes, Snoopy?
Oh, that would be pretty sick. I mean, we don't usually see a lot of nukes, at least nuke games. They kind of come out every blue moon, but yeah, I think some nukes will be pretty good. Then also, you can use those ghosts to kind of snipe on those lurkers or the Vipers at the very least. So we'll see Dream kind of utilize that pretty well.
The medevac gonna get caught out here. A little unfortunate for our boy Dream. Armani patrolling well, has vision of half the map. There is no way of sneaking into this man's base without being detected. He has anywhere he doesn't have creep, he has overlords. But now we do have this big force here from Dream with a lot of tanks here. I think that's 7 tanks with a little a small, relatively speaking, drop coming in here. 11 drones going down. The Ling's not going to be enough here. They don't have adrenal glands and just 2-2. That is just way too much bio. Banelings coming in here. They'll be able to seal the deal, but at the same time, the third base is under attack. The bio getting a nice spread here. Widow Mines in their retreat path and tanks far back. This spot here for these tanks is disgusting.
Yeah, I love that he's abusing this high ground with these tanks. And look at that tank spread, though. Woo, that is so beautiful to watch. But we do see that the Vipers are out, and he's going to start yanking them into those lurkers.
Bad guy. Now, at the same time, Armani is losing so many workers over here at this base. And now he's starting to lose a couple over here. The lurkers doing a good job at Zodiac. Phew! Bless me. The bio getting thinned out here, but we do have this nice little drop to pull apart the attention of Armani. Dream hitting him at 3 different angles right now. Even a tank being put over here. A lot of the force has come down here to the southwestern base. The drop coming in here, going to be able to snipe a queen. A lot of all the lurkers sent to help defend this. Well, there's one being left over at just a tank here on the high ground, and Dream will be deflected for now, but as I was about to say, 21 drones went down. Armani's at 97. Okay. And
yeah, Armani's macro is just crazy. I mean, imagine losing 21 workers and still being above 90. Now being above 100.
Oh my word. If Armani wasn't a GSL Codas player, I would be mad at him for going that many, because normally anytime I see it, it's a player not paying attention to how many drones they're making. But here comes a big siege. The lurkers just diving directly on top of this planetary. Blinding clouds coming in over most of the tanks. The bio is super thin. The lurkers still reigning supreme, and now the banelings show up. Hello. Couple of lings surrounding in. Only a singular ghost. The hug of life out of the SEVs is enough. A lot of the lurkers are getting taken down, and it looks like Armani actually might have overextended a little bit here, which is surprising. I thought he was in a good position.
Yeah, I think that the upgrade advantage that Dream had really helped during that engagement, because yeah, it did seem at first that Armani just had overwhelming amount of swarm units, but Dream surprisingly held on there.
Yeah, and these drops getting deflected perfectly as well, only losing 4 drones while attacking. Always an impressive thing to see. Armani is just has an economy like a madman. He's been ahead for almost 5 minutes in terms of resources gained. He is quite behind in those upgrades, like you mentioned, Snoopy, but slowly creeping his way into this. 4 ghosts being made at a time. How many ghost academies do we have? Please tell me more than 1. No, so no nukes yet. But Cloak was researched for them, so I feel like it's going to become.
Yeah, it's definitely still a possibility. But yeah, looks like the economy has evened out a bit, because Dream has himself 87 workers, and of course you never forget about those meals. So pretty much even wash there. But yeah, looking at the income graph, it was all blue, and then now all of a sudden it kind of spiked up to red. Now we're going back to blue once again.
It is a heart monitor, guys, and these players are alive and well in this game. Starting to bank up some minerals here is Armani. Snipes coming in. Burrow being researched. That, I feel, is one of the most underutilized upgrades in the game. But Hydra's striding straight into tanks. Lurkers diving in on the north side. Tanks getting taken out. Snipes coming in. Blinding clouds on top of the tanks. Banelings trying to roll forward, but getting caught up in the Hydras. Lurkers now moving forward. This is a beautiful attack, forcing into a choke. A gorgeous concave with Hydras and Lurkers fighting against all of the Terran forces. But it looks like Dream might have just barely enough to hold on for now. But now, this base is under attack.
Yeah, this is really not a lot of answer here for these lurkers. He does get some nice snipe though, finally. Down to 2 lurkers. I think now is the time that he can kind of jump on it a little bit. But he's going to go ahead and force the Zerg player back and go ahead and reestablish this base here on the top right.
16 lurkers have gone down so far in this game, Snoopy. It's been a bit of a bloodbath. Dream is in ahead on the resources lost, and how do you do, Mr. Nuke? It is good to see you, my friend. I am always in favor of some good unhealthy radiation. But now this Ling counterattack here, taking out a lot of the reinforcements. They're going to run away from the planetary, but there's really nothing here to be able to deal with this, as most of Armani's army is across the map here. And with no tanks here to support, this bio is going to have to run away. A lot of ghosts in that army still, though, staying alive. Ling is finally going to get cleaned up here, but not after taking out so much army and being super disruptive.
Yeah, Armani's gonna take the opportunity here to dive on in here at the top right base here. Will force Dream to retreat there, but now the ghost reinforcement, the ghost squadron has arrived.
All right, and there more tanks on the way, just massing up in those ghosts. 14 ghosts already out. Those snipes are just so powerful, even with that delay. Reminder to anyone who doesn't know, ghosts have the ability to snipe units, getting a burst bonus damage against them, but if they are hit while in the action of sniping, there is a bit of a delay between the cast and the actual execution. It is interrupted. The snipe is interrupted. Same of how it works with...
Oh my god, is that Nuke?
No.
Oh no. No. I don't think he sees it.
I don't think. Oh, now he sees it. Now, okay. But 14 drones going down. Oh, I think he thought he was going to be able to get detection over in time to stop it. But now that nuke falls, he is going to move forward. The Lurkers just diving straight forward with no respect for their life, but it works out. So many Terran units going down. We're going to try and get some kills on those Vipers. Doing a good job. Parasitic Bomb going down on the medevacs. This is just back and forth slugfest, Snoopy.
Yeah, they're just trading back and forth, back and forth. Pretty much each player got their half of their base, or their side of the base. There's actually one more base here that's left to be taken, which is the bottom one. I'm going to go ahead and be preoccupied by a pooping Overlord there and the Ling, to a Ling friend to go along with it.
There are ghosts in these medevacs. Long has it been since I have seen a ghost drop. So it might be just for defense at this point. With Ling run by. Nah, Did it. Oh, there was a lurker back here. Cool. Well, 2 SCVs going down, but oh, here comes a big attack. Planetary surrounded by lurkers, Vipers and Banelings and Hydras, oh my. Ghosts and Vikings coming forward with some Mariners for help. This base having to be lifted again. My word, this base is going to be jacked if it doesn't die right here, which it looks like it will. It was doing a lot of lifting, though. The Banelings crashing into the Ghosts, though, Snoopy. Ooh, a lot of them got taken up. I hear the tanks are moving forward. This looks like it might be too much. The Lurkers coming through, and the Blinding Clouds nullify the tanks so hard. And now it's just a handful of Ghosts and Marines. There are some high-energy medevacs, and it looks like Armani's just going to back up for now, content for taking out this base.
Ah man, I feel like Armani has just been getting the more efficient, better trades here during the last few engagements. I do like that Dream has added the Ghost, but I feel like he needs a bit more, something else besides that. I mean, he does have the Marines, but I think he needs either tanks or Liberators or something besides the Ghost to kind of deal with the army composition that Armani has.
Yeah, it really feels like something is missing. I heartily agree. This nuke, though, going to come in. It kills a Hydra and a Tumor. Very efficient trade there, I do declare. But, I mean, if he keeps up these nukes, you never know. The miracle could happen, but I feel like Dream really struggling here. He does not have a bank. He is drained of resources. If we look at his bases of what actually has mining, this one still has some good mining. So does this one. This one's starting to get mined out. Same with this one. So Dream's effectively on 2 bases here, whereas Armani hasn't even gotten much mining done here at the north base. There's still plenty of resources, and he's got like 3 other bases with actual mining going on. Ooh, but we might be seeing the unit he might need that you were talking about, Snoopy. Liberators coming online.
Yeah, also adding some, oh, actually I thought it was a Marauder, never mind. But yeah, those Liberators can definitely help out. He is going to go ahead and start remaking those tanks, I feel like. He's got a bit more tanks now, so that should help. But yeah, I think if you could send some Liberators to kind of harass, the bases of the Zerg, that can actually get pretty annoying and kind of draw their attention, and that's when you can dive in on one of their other bases and just kind of take it out really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, Liberators, especially if you can get range, provide just so much control of an area, which really helps in such an open map. Here comes another big fight, though. Hydra's coming in, no lurker support here, and that means the Bile's going to be able to get a ton of damage, and Hydra's naked just melt to this composition. And here we have another nuke coming on in. Liberators now joining the party. Cloaked Ghosts coming, fighting this base will die. Almost seeing a nuke kill Broodlings. And these two bases now all of a sudden are gone for Armani, and he's getting cornered to the southwest of the map.
Yeah, this is the battle that he really needs to win in order to have any hope of winning that war. Right now, oh, these Vipers! Gotta make sure not to get sniped off.
Okay, he survives for now. A nice EMP, though, hits almost all of them. Now Snipe's coming in even for good measure. Ow. Who decided to give Ghost such long range on their snipes? Oh my gosh, and just sniping the Queen because we can. And of course we have the wonderful, iconic Accidental Swarm host in the mix. Gotta love it. But here comes what could be the final play here from Armani is Dream, with just a million Ghosts, million Marines, and a couple of Liberators to boot, are just pressing in. There's no death on the Terran side, and everything just continues to go pop, pop, pop for the Zerg. Even fighting on creep when there are half a dozen Banelings. This is looking so good. I don't see how Armani gets out of this one.
Yeah, right now Dream is knocking on the front door. The Hydralisk den is actually exposed. That means no more Hydras going to be made there for Armani, but he's going to go ahead and try to save it. And oh, nice Baneling connections on those ghosts.
Yeah.
We'll be able to thwart this attack back.
Unfortunately, with such a low medevac count and only 4 ghosts being able to fit inside of a medevac, not all of them were able to make it out of there. Some of them had to give their lives for iron. Now, finally, Dream's going to try and take the southernmost base, which is going to be really useful to continue the push here on the only mining bases of Armani at this point. He is so starved. We saw before that he had a bank, but now it's Dream who's the one with the bank. He's in a dreamy position. We're trying to see a counterattack here, but it's not happening today. Dream's just, he's just cooking. He's chilling. He's adding in some Marauders. He hasn't even used his nukes. How many nukes? He hasn't even replaced one of them. He's just sitting pretty, sitting happy.
Yeah, right now as we reach the 24.5-minute mark, Armani's going to go ahead and try to kind of deny some mining here onto the south side. But man, look at all of those snipes. There's so much on the ground here for Dream.
Yeah, the Lurkers not able to get much damage in, and GG Dream ties up the series 1-1.
Man, Armani is just having so much trouble against Terran. Earlier on in the Alpha Pro Series, number 216, earlier on in the day, yesterday, we saw him, having a difficult time against Time, and now once again, down 0-2 against Dream as we head into the third game. So, things not looking too good here for Armani.
No, he has been on the back foot the entire game on the defensive. He has not been able to really dictate the pace of the game, and Dream's just on top of the world. Now, there was the beginning of the game looked great for Armani. He did a great job defending, but when it seemed to go wrong was that initial Whittle mine hit, where, what was it, like 12 drones went down or something? It was kind of painful.
It was brutal.
It was kind of painful. Now, I would like to see Armani pull something, even if it's just like a cheeky little roach pressure. It doesn't even have to be an all-in. Doesn't even have to be a full cheese. I mean, Armani's not playing in the upcoming DreamHack Masters, right? No.
I don't think so.
No. Neither is
Maybe.
Dream. So it's not like these guys have any builds to hide. Let's see something spicy, Armani. Come on. What do you have to lose? We're almost in the off season. put on a little show for us. Okay, game number 3 starting, guys. It's gonna be Pillars of Gold. This map I have mixed feelings about. Is
it the pillars or is it the gold? The lack of gold.
Yeah, okay. Who names a map Pillars of Gold without putting a gold base on it?
I know, right?
I'm sorry.
Doesn't make sense.
Can we just... The naming committee failed in their job just as much as it is impossible as the maker failed in making it easy for Protoss to take a third base. All right, enough of me trying to explain my thoughts when I have active allergies. In the bottom left in the blue, from the Afrika Freaks, the Zerg player, ARMANI.
And spawning here at the top right corner of the map is the red Terran player, hailing from Korea, representing Brave Star Gaming. It is a dream. Hope SC2 hoping for a Zerg comeback here, rooting for ARMANI. We shall see. Right now he is getting proxy cheesed here by Dream.
Heck yeah, this is what I came to say. Any game that has cheese is a game that is loved by me. It's just gonna be a 2-Rex, so nothing too insanely all-in. We have seen Terrans, mainly Maru, transition out of this just fine with no hiccups whatsoever. ARMANI, though, he's playing into the narrative where Dream's in a dream spot doing this, as he went hatch gas pool. The only way to make this worse for him is to go 3 hatch before pool, which I have been having people do to me on ladder sneaky. And I don't know how to punish it, and it bugs me. Okay, Marines coming out. Now, what's nice about this map, guys, is there is some cheeky spots to put some bunkers. However, Dream decides that he's not going to do that. He's going to put it right out in the open where drones can snipe the SCV, and drones are immediately pulled. Only a single Marine here, second one about to join the party. This might be enough drones? Maybe? Oh, okay, yeah, that's enough drones. That's arguably too many. Wait. Is this bunker gonna get up?
Oh, it's halfway done.
It's happening. It's happening. That second drone's being kind of lazy. Nah, the SCV's going down. Where was the RNG there? But 5 drones going down. This is already a great start. And now the other SCV's going to come and try and complete this bunker. The Ling's going to try and get in. They're going to stop that. So no bunkers getting up here. But there are 4 Marines. That's a lot of Lings, though. Okay, so this looks like it will be held. Is 5 drones enough?
No, I don't think it's enough, especially since there's no command center on the way. I feel like he needs a bit more to kind of make this. I mean, his tech is way behind. He just started mining his gas.
And he went for a factory. So I guess you could arguably say it's going to be a factory expand. I mean, Zerg doesn't get a third base still for a while. As without speed, these Lings can't quite engage off creep against this many Marines. How many Marines we got? 9 Mariners. And the barracks have not slowed down their production. Finally, we do have a command center coming on in. So there will be some transition. Yeah, this is a decent hold for ARMANI. This is not a bad position. Though he is down 5 workers. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, right now, there's really not much threat within the next few minutes because he knows that he held it. There's really not going to be a huge follow-up. So all he needs to do is just keep droning. He can just drone up like a madman, and there's really nothing that Dream can do.
Yeah, that's true. That is perfectly true. Reactor coming on down with this factory starport. Going to be the play of the day. So it's going to slowly become somewhat more normal. 5 Mariners are going to be able to defend the base, but no pressure coming out of ARMANI. Sling speed is done, but he is just going to get his third base, get Queens, and drone like it's his birthday.
Yeah, we're probably not going to see a lot of action in the next couple of minutes.
No.
These players are just going to go ahead and try to macro back up, establish their natural, their thirds, and just kind of start building up to the army composition that they want to go for.
Now, when a player does this, and I mean, I, of course, don't play Terran, but when I'm a Protoss and I try and do some early aggro build towards Zerg and it gets deflected, I always feel like, why am I still in this game? It feels like 9 times out of 10 I don't win from there. There's that miracle game where I get like the gorgeous Ruptor shot or whatever, but a big key is I'm just not capable of keeping on the pressure, because when you're behind you gotta play like you're not. You can't get all behind and let your opponent just do what they want, and that's exactly what Dream's doing here. He's got Hellbats ready to rumble. It's just a little attack. It's not meant to end the game by any means, but it's meant to make Armani uncomfortable, and so far it's looking like it's really uncomfortable for him, Snoopy.
Oh yeah, there's no banelings out here. In fact, the baneling nest is only halfway done. And oh my god, all these queens going down just one by one.
The longevity though, all of what? No! No!
Wow.
No! You're joking.
Armani,
What?
feel so sad for Armani right now. He's just got like no answer for against these Terran players. Oh man, this is kind of sad, I gotta admit.
Bruh. I don't even understand what just happened, guys. Like, that wasn't supposed to end the game. But
yeah, that was a really small force. Like, that was not supposed to end the game, like you said.
that was a medevac and a half of units. I mean, those queens, all of them went down to like half a bar of health before actually dying. And I was like, man, this is great micro. But then the Hellbats just toasted them, or the Lings, and then with the queens there was nothing. And so, like, okay, Armani, please make units. Drones are great and all, but they don't. Drones are not the units that actually win you the game, as we saw in that last. Okay, so Dream's up 3-0, guys.
Yeah, he is getting mighty close to being in very scary territory, because you don't want to be down 4-0, right?
No,
I mean,
no. You almost never see a reverse sweep and a best of 9. You don't see it, guys. I mean, I'd love to pull it off one day, but I don't play in best of 9s for a reason. Because who wants to try and pull off a 5-0? So this, I'm gonna be that analysis guy. This is a must-win situation for Armani. Like, any game isn't a must-win situation. But anywho, you know what, Snoopy? You introduced our first player of this game. Let's mix it up a little bit.
all right, here spawning at the bottom left corner of the map is the blue Zerg player representing Team Africa Freaks, looking to get his first points on the scoreboard. Can he do it? It is Armani.
And in the top right, keeping all of his SCVs in his base this game. For better or for worse, we're about to find out from Brave Star Gaming. It's the man, the myth, it's Dream. Okay. So this map, a very long map, but this map is the one that I've seen the acceleration drones be the most effective in having an impact on the game. And that's because they're in such good positions to accelerate your movement across the map, and they're so flippin' big. Like, they fill an entire screen, Snoopy.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this is the map, I think, that has the most acceleration zones, and also the biggest, widest one with the largest radius. So yeah, like, engagements actually happens in this map on top of those zones. So we shall see if anyone takes advantage of that. But right now, I am just like wondering, what can Armani do to kind of stop the momentum of a Dream? I mean, I would like to actually see him kind of maybe mix up some roaches, because the past few games he's been going for Ling Banelings and it just hasn't worked out for him. I think at least with the roach you can have some sort of security measure against the Hellbat timing.
Well, the Hellbats just do crap against roaches. Roaches are so tanky. There's no bonus damage against roaches for Hellbats like Lings. And the roaches, I mean, Ravagers, I feel are just good against Terran in a lot of situations. I like having them in there in the early game. I think they're very helpful. But we're yet to see it out of Armani. Reaper coming in here. I'm gonna try and catch a drone. But if it does, wow, it's the end of the world. It's really not.
No, it's the end of the world. One link went down.
No, this is a link. Guys, Armani's he's struggling with his micro today. This is his second best of 9 of the day, though, so we do gotta cut him some slack. But okay, we got the super fast 3rd CC build again out of Dream. Arr. Love it. I wish I could get away with as fast a 3rd base as a Protoss as Terran and Zerg seem to be able to do, but man, just anytime I try and I don't think I've ever gone for a 3-minute base as a Protoss, a 3rd base as a Protoss. I want to see it happen though. Can we get Estrella to figure that out?
Yeah. I think Austria. Oh, there was actually one of the maps that it was I forgot what it was called, but it had like 2 entrances or something like that. Or basically, what Austria did on that map was he took his natural at the 3rd base and then just took his 3rd base at the natural. It was one of those maps that you can actually take it if you can actually hold off against any early Zergling or any Zerg attacks, and I think that was one of the games where Australia did go for a 3rd before the 3rd minute mark or so.
Dang.
I forgot what the map was called, but it was like in the map pool a couple seasons ago.
Was it World of Sleepers?
Yeah.
World of Sleepers?
I am so bad with map names. I don't remember the name
that
exactly.
Second entrance? Sorry, I think I missed if you said if that second entrance was blocked by a mineral wall.
Yeah. The natural was blocked by a mineral wall, and then it was like bushes.
Oh, yeah, no, that wasn't World of Sleepers. Oh, Chicken McNuggets. I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What I also know that you're talking about, those roaches you asked for, 7 of them have popped up. And these Hellions are in for a world of pain. And there's an armory already on the way, so yeah, there's going to be some kind of Hellbat push, but the roaches are already here. And I think Armani's going to be in a great position. Oh, he's not going to be able to take out or maybe? No? Okay, yes, he is able to take out a couple of Hellions. I thought he almost screwed that up. 3 Ravagers on the way, and this is going to be a bit of a spicy pressure, Snoopy.
Yeah, I mean, what does Dream really have? I mean, he only has a bunch of Hellions, throwing down 3 bunkers here.
You don't even have enough Marines to fill those. You can fill 1. But yeah, here it comes. The boys are bitten cold. The Viking hits the deck. And, oh, that's 5 Ravagers, Snoopy. Oh my gosh, this is so nice for Armani. This, guys, might be his game.
Yeah, this time around, it is Armani on the offense. I mean, the past few games, Armani seemed to be on the defense pretty much the entire time. But this time around, Armani is like, nope. You know what? I'm going to put on the pressure. I'm going to see how you handle it.
Yeah, man. He's already taken out 8 SCVs. He's up 59 to 39, and he's been droning up behind us. Now he's starting to switch back into unit production. Almost takes out that bunker. Needs to move the we can Ravager back a little bit, I think, but now Liberator's joining the fray. We do have a tank about to come in, but here we go, moving in. The Vials land. Kill the Liberator. The tank's now here. The Hellbat's being used very effectively to get rid of the Lings so that the Ravagers can't get the positioning they want, but it looks like this is a hold for now, but this has prevented the 3rd base of Dream from getting online what he wanted to, and he is heavily down in supply compared to Armani.
Yeah, I really like that. I mean, it was kind of like a fake-ish push, pressure, like a fake-ish all-in. It seemed like he was like kind of just gonna go for it, YOLO it, but nope. Only just made a handful of units. Kind of scared Dream into making all those useless bunker, or I guess not useless, but a lot of bunkers. Now he just while that was happening, he was just droning up like crazy. But here is this Hellion drop here into the main base. Let's see how many drones he can get.
Oh, this splitting is almost good, but 7 going down, and they can pop right back up into the medevac as soon as they want. There's Micro, though, out of Dream is gorgeous. 3 Hellions deep in the red, but none fall. And 7 drones going down, a handful of Lings, and this medevac looks like it's going to be able to get out. Even going to try and go for a couple more here at the third. Gonna lose a couple of Hellions. Sloppy. JK, he got one more drone.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because he was leading by quite a decent amount of drones. Now, a lot closer than he would like, basically. So,
yeah.
But he is getting that Spire. He's going to go ahead and transition into Ling Bailing Mutalisk. But at the very least, he survived.
he survived.
He did not die to Widow Mine drops or Hellbats.
Not yet, but Widow Meme drops are on the menu. And by on the menu, I mean the production tab. Guys, heavy supply block here for Dream. He's building 6 supply depots at once. 1-1 on the way, all across the board for both sides. Baneling speed, pneumatized carapace. I was about to say pneumatic carapace. That'd be incorrect. We don't want to spread false information here at Alpha X. We pride ourselves in knowing the names of the upgrades, or at least pretending to. Another drop coming out here from Dream. But the Mutas won't be out in time, but there's still a sizable force. There are 35 Lings, 12 Banelings, and 6 Ravagers still alive, Snoopy. So, was this spotted?
It should have been, by the way.
Okay, okay. I thought the Ling might have seen it. 6 Mutalisks on the way, 2-2. And, okay, so this stabilizes. Somehow things are even, guys. Sort of, maybe.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of even, although, I mean, Armani is still looking pretty healthy in the terms of the worker count.
Okay, so the drop's going to get deflective. Nice deflection here out of Armani, splitting his army beautifully. And it looks like he's going to try and get some damage done. The Mutalisk is going to try and chase this down. I thought the Viking was trying to come back in, zooming through the speed zones, but now the Mutalisk say bye-bye, bad guy. The Marines are going to trickle out one by one, hurrah, hurrah, into the safety of the forces, except they die in the arms of their reinforcements. Zerg going to just fly back here into the safety of the creep. 4th base is online for Dream. It has completed into a planetary, but 5th base now for Armani in this cute little corner base with the one entrance that I have seen so many people die in. Is both a blessing and a curse. You can get trapped in there or trap your opponent in there. Okay, Thor is here. We're getting the Thors and Widow memes. Okay, we might be in for a little bit of a longer game again, Snoopy.
Yeah, possibly. It looked like Armani was actually looking to attack. I mean, he was making a lot of banelings. Well, actually, he might go in for it once again, but
here he goes. The tank trying to do a lot of good. See, this is what I was talking about, guys. Ravagers don't die off. The biles continue to be useful throughout the game. This is nice hiding, though. Keeping Dream alive, buying time for more reinforcements to show up. There is a Ling counterattack here. Over at the 3rd, the tank goes down, and now the reinforcements have to go and join this. Multitasking here out of Dream, but it is good enough. Armani not able to completely wipe out anyone, and actually not taking out any workers with this Ling run by. Bit of a mistake, I feel, for not targeting down any of those. And Dream's going to be able to stabilize from here and continue to macron forward as 2-2 closes on. Stunning. Finishing. Stunning. Finishing. We're at 22 Mutalisks too. Hot tang.
yeah, it's getting approaching that number where it's going to get really, really annoying. I mean, you're going to have to build like a bunch of turrets to deal with it. It looks like, yeah, Dream is starting to make some extra turrets in the main base at the very least, but yeah, I love how Armani is kind of set this up. He's got the Mutalisks on the right side, got the Lings on the left side, just attacking on 2 fronts.
Yeah, trying to break through this wall, and it looks like he's about to. One of the depots burning down, the Mutalisks being super annoying. There are a couple of Widow Mines ready to dive in here, and Widow Mines actually deal so well with the Mutalisks. That is a very orange flock of Mutas as 2 Widow Mines go off.
Oh my god,
Ay,
did these
ay,
mulas eat
ay.
so much Cheetos that they turn orange?
Yeah. Now all we need is some Cheeto dust from a raven, and this is a right old cheese fest. our Ultralisk Cavern is done. We are getting chitinous plating, 3 adrenal glands, 10 banelings, and a lot of melee units. On the flip side, though, Terran looks like he wants to tear his way through the purple goop, setting up a beautiful spread of tanks and mines, a couple of Thors ready to support the back. We're trying to get a flank here, but ooh, this Thor's getting some nice splash damage onto the already hurt Mutas, keeping them low. ARMANI has to be super careful he doesn't lose these 1 or 2 wrong placed Widow Mines. Can really shake things up and turn the tides. Both sides maxed out, trying to build up some banks. 3-3 is very behind here for Dream, I'd say. And there's going to be a window for ARMANI to really press his advantage with an upgrade lead.
Yeah, right now Armani, the main thing is that he needs to buy time for those upgrades to finish, for the hive tech to start up and running. That's why he is going to go ahead and send a link counterattack to try to pull the army back at home. But the majority of the Dream's army is actually here on the right side.
Yeah, and a bunch of banelings were just wasted onto a tank. A bit of a misclick. Armored units can absorb banelings beautifully after that little nerf to their damage versus armored. Using Burrow to do super annoying wasting scans where Dream does not want to. Fortunately, he has 4 orbitals, so he is not low on the scan count, but every scan counts. 4 Ultralisks on the production tab. The Usain Boltralisk upgrade coming on in, and the creep spread actually I feel is not where it could be right now, knowing the caliber of these of ARMANI.
Yeah, I could be better, but at least it's halfway there. At least it's decently enough to at least buy himself some time and get some enough vision at the very least. But yeah, it's getting to that late game where I mean, it's gonna come down to the Zerg being able to back you up enough to kind of remax and then kind of overtake the Terran. But let's see if the Terran can.
Oh, stimmed Marines through the speed zones. I love it. Oh, man. There's 129 army supply here for Terran Snoopy. A bunch of Lings and a couple of Ultralisks on the production tab. ARMANI starting to close that gap. Now the full army coming in, but oh, the Mutilators have to run away to those Thors, and that is such a meat grind in Ultralisks. Even with +3 armor and chitinous plating, they get deep in the red. 8 SCVs going down to a small counterattack here, but the planetary lives to see resources another day. Now comes 4 Big Daddy Thors, a bunch of Marines, and some Marauders. The Ultralisks flanking on both sides. Banelings crashing! Oh! Oh my! The Baneling connection, Snoopy, so good.
That was so sick. Got them all clumped up there, and boom! All the Banelings got some juicy hits.
Now the Mutalisks are gonna come into the main, take out some turrets, and destroy some production. And the Zerg army is gonna come into the very trappable base here in the top left. How does Dream decide to deal with this? His army just doesn't know where to be. They're just kind of standing around chilling like a villain. But really, the real villain is these Mutalisks being microed with their hearts out. Contaminations coming in on a couple of buildings. And here comes the third base has to be lifted. Houston, we have liftoff. Liberator's going to try and save the day, but this is just so much Zerg crashing forward. Look at the supply, Snoopy.
Yeah, as Todd would say, look at the supply, and I think this is it. ARMANI, I think, has finally won his first game. Still not quite enough to outright win, but I think it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, he has cut Dream down to 25 workers. And yeah, guys, mules are good, but they ain't that good. Dream on kind of the last dregs of his army. He's ahead slightly in army supply, but he cannot replenish what he's got. This is either make or break. He is all in at this point, and Zerg is just getting ready. He can lose this base. That's cool. That's chill. He's just going to make 16 banelings and ready to super surround this position. Here come the banelings, Ultralisks, Mutas, and everything else. The mines doing absolutely nothing. The Liberators getting destructinated by the Mutalisks, and the Bile is just a pitiful poke compared to the destructing hammer of this ground force of Zerg. GG, Armani takes game 4 and stays alive, preventing the 4-0 lead for Dream.
Yeah, and actually, someone in the chat, Hope SC2, funnily, he said Armani won only because Snoopy introduced him. I think, yeah, I feel like I have some sort of a good luck charm or some powers, maybe. Who knows? Maybe I should just introduce Armani next game. See how that goes.
Okay, I do want to test this theory. Hope SC2, you are onto something. I like your thinking. I'm gonna pick submarine, and once we load up, I will actually holding on. Okay, guys, while we get this next game ready, we want to take a quick minute or less to talk to you guys about one of our amazing sponsors that help make these events possible. See you on the flip side.
We interrupt the action to bring you an important sponsor announcement from our sponsor, G Fuel. You know G Fuel as the official drink of esports, and right now they're inviting you to take a trip down flavor memory lane with their new G Fuel bubblegum. It's their newest, mind-blowing concoction made with zero sugar and packed with antioxidants and vitamins. Be transported back in time with this classic taste of childhood while getting the energy and focus you've come to expect from G Fuel products. Check out their sponsor quest on our event page for more info on how to get your hands on G Fuel's nostalgic take on a time-tested favorite. Now back to the action.
Alrighty, and we're back. We are ready to get into game numero 5. And on submarine. Now this map used to be very scary for me when playing against Zerg, because they would just rush me, and I would die. But then they stopped rushing me all the time, so I don't die the same way every time. They kill me in other ways. But after we saw that aggressive play, I would not mind seeing it again out of Armani after how well it worked in that last game.
Yeah, for sure. I guess we shall see. We shall see.
All right. Let's test the power. Snoopy, take it away.
All right, here, spawning at the bottom right corner of the map. He's the blue Zerg player from Africa Freaks. Give it up, guys, for Armani.
And in the top left, in the red, from Brave Star Gaming, he is the Korean Terran, Dream. Now, something I've always found interesting is how extravagant. Oh, hold on. Sorry, sneezed again. And as I say that, we are getting aggressive from Armani. Yes. How specific and extensive Armani's in-game name is compared to other Korean players. Like, a lot of them have 1 to 2 syllable names that are just like dream or I can't remember any TY or I can't even remember their names anymore for some reason. Of course, when I need to, I'm drawing a blank. I swear I know names, guys. But Armani's is like, it's a brand. It's 3 syllables. It feels very fancy to me.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna get a name, it's probably best to get at least like maybe 2 or 3 syllables compared to 1. Only because when the fans chant your name in the crowd, it's a bit easier to kind of chant the 2 and 3 syllable names, like Armani. You can chant that, or you say parting, right? You say parting. But then when you say like someone like Zest with only 1 syllable, it's like it's harder to chant. It doesn't have a
Yeah, the 1 syllable names are pretty hard. I got fancy with my name, with the whole Captain Canuck thing, but it's you can do the whole long thing, or you can just shorten it to Canuck. It's very simple. It's very easy. I'm not currently a captain of anything, so I technically shouldn't even be called captain, but we do have. Wait. Okay, so Armani went gas, pool, hatch, but then didn't. Oh, he's what? Oh, he's ling flooding. He's ling flooding with speed. Oh, okay. I was really confused. I thought he was gonna try and cancel this low ground CC, but it looks like we're about to get a ling flood once he's no longer supply blocked. Maybe.
Yeah. Now only a few links though. It's not like all in. He's getting his third at the same time, so this is kind of just some early small pressure, and it's going to actually do pretty good because there's actually really nothing much here. Oh, he's waiting for that Hellion to go pass by, but smartly enough, he actually keeps it close to home. But still, this natural is going to go ahead and be under fire.
Yeah, there's going to be a couple of SCVs going down this ling spread. Splitting off little couple here and there. It's actually been beautiful out of Armani. I love this micro out of him. Behind this, he's droning and getting his third, but this was annoying. This was good, but it did not get the kind of damage that he was hoping for. Like he said, he tried to wait for the Hellion to slip on by and he'd be sneaky. A sneaky snake, but now it's the Hellion's turn to try and be slithering on through. Trying to get the Evo block, not going to happen. The drone's lining up, but can the Hellions get the toasty roasty attack? No, only 4 going down. And I think there was like a couple of SCVs that went down back over here. No?
Yeah, he sent one link back to get the weakened SCV, so that added one more SCV to the death count.
There we go.
But if you look at the overall units lost tab, I mean, 4 drones, 4 SCVs, pretty much even trade there.
Yeah, that's a good good even trades. I mean, it's always Zerg always wants to be ahead on workers, so it's a little more favorable to Dream that he's trading Tit-for-Tat. But now he's got the Roach Warren coming in again, as well as a Ling Run by trying to just lower the unit count. I'd almost like to see him saving these units for when the Roaches hit, but I mean, it's getting scouting and it's keeping Dream at home, which means the Roach Warren's less likely to be scouted, except for this Widow Mine drop, which is going to see everything. Oh, drones, don't run into it now. Okay, and so far, so great defense. Oh, okay, it looks like we're going to be okay. Okay. Everyone's fine. Everybody calm down. Boom.
So much better defense there by Armani compared to the previous game. So gotta give it up to him. And now he's got the Roach Warren out. He should be fine, although he is gonna go ahead and try to drone up a lot to kind of replenish those lost drones.
Yeah, Armani actually behind in workers right now. Dream is getting his 3rd CC. He does have a Banshee out to support this, potentially support this Hellion attack, but it looks like he got it also as a defensive mechanism. Banshee's very good at defending against Roach attacks, as it's very hard for Roaches to hit Banshees because they don't shoot up. Ravagers can sometimes hit him with magical biles, but I do like the play. Banshee's very good defensively. He doesn't have glow. And it looks like just going to be continued deflection here from Dream. Armani going to finally start getting closer to that drone cut that he wants to be, getting his lair. Evo Chambers upgrades. Banelingness finally coming on in, but it's just Bio and Drilling Claws again out of Dream. He's been liking it. He's feeling it. But it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't hurt, I guess, but it doesn't seem like he's making... Okay, never mind. He is starting to make those Widow Mines back again. So, yeah, we're definitely gonna see some more Widow Mine drops coming out of Dream here.
I don't hate it, because it's not happening to me. Let's see here. 3rd base coming online for Dream. No 4th base yet. We're about to see the 4th base out of Armani. This feels late to me. Feels rather late. But I guess he hasn't had the drone count to do it. Wait, what? He's getting Roach speed? Why? Why? Roach speed doesn't impact Ravagers. But that makes me think you want to get more Roaches. Is this medevac? Yeah. Oh, is this medevac gonna be able to drop her babies? Okay, yes. Yes, she is. Okay. Woo. Woo. Oh, no, not like this. No. Oh. Good heavens. Well, Extractor, you have been taught a lesson. Don't mess with Terran, or they will send Hellbats to tickle you. Widowmine drop coming in here trying to get some damage done. Oh my gosh, target fire! Gosh dang.
Yeah, it just seems like a whole different game right now.
It's so weird. Ugh. Okay, I feel like both players are just trying to keep up with each other. And both of them kind of outpacing each other and themselves at the same time, if that's even possible. 10 overlords! Whew. You know you're supply blocked when. Branding speed.
We've all been there.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I could. Zerg has the easiest time building the structures / units to get unsupply blocked all at once. Like I can't just drop 10 pylons instantly. There's an order to things when you play as Protoss. Terran though, you can just do stupid supply drop. Easiest thing ever. You don't even have to pay for supply. It's just energy. What the heck? What the heck, man? Okay, so now we're starting to get some kerfuffles here in the middle of the map. But, okay, it's just mass roast Ravager. What?
Yeah, and 2 random queens wallowing the way across the map. Okay, looks like Armani is going to go ahead and try. Okay, never mind. He is retreating those queens. Once again, those queens so slow.
Oh,
my goodness.
no. We missed
Oh.
we missed the Widowmine. I missed. I don't know if you saw it, but I missed the Widowmine drop that killed 17 drones, guys. It just never stops. Let's look at this income graph. I mean, it has been mostly red this whole game.
Yeah, we should expect that the. Oh wait, it's still going up for Armani. Interestingly enough, I mean that's still got a lot of workers actually.
Yeah, I think he built more than he lost. That whole like, well, I have 20 larvae, so let's just build 20 drones. Ha! Screw you, Terran.
Oh, let's see if he gets 17 more. Nope, this time around only.
We have another drop coming in full of Widow memes. Coming into the third. I never know if to call this a third base or the fourth base on Submarine, if I'm being perfectly honest. There seems to be no consensus on when to take this. Here comes the Widowmine drop. Oh, this is gonna be kaboom, baby! Well, one of them targeted an Overlord because drones are too easy. Okay, 11. Not bad.
Oh, another 4 more here on the natural. So yeah, this is compiling up to. Let's see how many total. Oh my god, 47 drones killed throughout this whole game. Oh my goodness.
And Armani's still ahead. Macro. Zerg larva, guys. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. 3 Vipers on the way. Ultralisk Cavern. 3/3. 4 Dream. Now, with how many roaches Armani got, I would have liked to have seen at least +1 attack for these bad boys. This is such a commitment. And he keeps building Ravagers. He keeps just dumping gas into this. This is weird.
Okay. It looks like he's transitioning to Ultralisk, so this melee upgrades at least will be somewhat useful.
Yeah,
But we do have another Widowmine drop coming here into the natural base of Armani. Will he get a few more drone kills? Oh, actually, he's just going to go bypass into the main base. Yeah, these aren't going to really get too much done.
Almost got the Viper. But while that distraction's coming on in, we do have this counterattack here on the 5th base, whereas there's a link run by at the 3rd base. There might be enough. No, that's not enough to deal with that. The 5th base does go down for Armani. Everyone's just taking losses here and there. 12 drones going down, 7 and counting SCVs. Those the Lings. Nope, they think going for SCVs is against the law, which it is on Core Hall. But this is Yellow Submarine. This is a Beatles map, dang it. And so SCVs are free game. The Ravagers, if those rocks weren't there, I feel like that would have been a good time to jump on this spot. This is a Baneling Ravager, guys. This is the new ZVT meta. Take note, Zergplay. This is how you deal with.
But the thing I'm worried about is that he's transitioning to Ultralist, but because of the Roach and Ravagers, Dream already actually made a lot of Marauders, which not only counter those, but also counters the Ultralist. So I feel like he's already got the kind of the army composition to kind of deal with the heavy Ultralist army that Armani is about to get. But nice little counterattack here once again. Gonna get some additional SCVs, and just a lot of random Zergs just trying to get as many random SCVs as they can get.
There were 24 Marauders out on the map. There's now 30. He's building 6 at a time. Here we go. Blinding clouds over all of the tanks. This is really, really nice here for Armani. The Ravagers able to pick them off, and now the Ultras crashing through. Not all of the Marauders are here to pound, to take all these Ravagers, Roaches, and Ultralisks to pound town. We're going to be getting a lot more Lings here on the way. Chitinous plating, Burrow, +3 armor. You still have yet to see +3 attack start. Pathogen glands.
Yeah, I actually like this because right now, because he's got Ultralist, the Terran army can pretty much kite it to death. I mean, there are the Lings that kind of get their wraparound, but if you can add in those Infestors, get those Fungal Growth in combination with those Ultralists, that is really, really deadly combo there.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. The Fungal Growth makes Ultralists 10 times better. We do have this Terran army getting itself kind of caught in the corner here. The Ling counterattack at the third base doing good. We do have a drop here at the 17th base of Armani. I just picked a number. And it looks like these Marauders are enough. These 3-3 Marauders are just crashing through here. Yeah, we've lost some more workers. We're down, but we're still at 61. We still have bases in the air. Like, they just don't care. But we're having bases getting sniped here for Dream. Dream sniped 2 bases here. He's going to go for 3. He's going to go for the triple crown. Ah.
Well, why not go for 4, right?
Yeah. Come on, man. Slacking. Okay, so the Ling's going to come in here and be like, oh, Terran's like, we didn't even go back to work yet, dude. Chill out. Oh my gosh, the parachute bomb. These Medivacs are all going to die. There's going to be no Medivacs, Snoopy.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, there's actually 4 more here on the right side, so he should be good.
Oh.
But yeah, that was like a couple of minutes of intense back and forth there.
And like,
who do you think is actually ahead right now?
if Armani hadn't lost all those bases, I'd say him. But Dream, all he did was do some lifting. He was doing some NASA rocket tests here for his command centers going up and down. He didn't lose the bases. So Armani not only losing the production facilities, but losing income. And he has been ahead, but now it's swinging into Dream's favor now that his command center is actually on the ground. These counterattacks though from the Lings, relentless and on both sides. Taking out another base though is Armani. He is going into a spire. We do have the accidental swarm host joining the party. It would not be a complete 16.5-minute game without it.
Yep, Bob the swarm host.
Yeah, we got to do it. But like Armani, how many hatcheries has he lost? He's lost 5 so far. I don't know. I feel like it actually means that it's stable, now that I really think about it. I don't know if anyone has an itch. I couldn't tell you. Oh, the swarm host sending its locusts, sending its babies. The marauders going for it. There is no energy on these medevacs.
Yeah. They're pretty much low in life as well, so all that will die to the parasitic bomb. Now, Dream has got a bunch of volumes that's actually really low in life. You gotta make sure not to overstim and overextend here.
13. Sorry, what?
Oh, go ahead.
No,
sorry, go ahead.
I noticed that 13 more drones going down. The worker count's even.
Oh wow.
That's a big deal.
So now, yeah, now the kind of the main edge that Armani had. I mean, I say edge within quotation because he didn't even have enough bases to kind of make use of those extra workers. But yeah, right now it's kind of getting into the nitty gritty. I would say, wait, where's the Vipers? Did the Vipers go? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I would say that the army quality is still in favor of Armani, but Dream still has, I think, a much beefier army with the upgrade advantage. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if he gets some medevacs, heal some of those up, and go for another attack here, he might be able to take down another hatchery.
Yeah, it looks like he's moving his army into position. The Zerg army looking to try and attack, though, but seeing the Terran force starting to move towards the northeast, he is going to retreat. Some of these forces might get caught off, but it's looking more like a better concave here for Dream, if anything. Neither side quite able to find the perfect engagement. The base under threat, some stims coming on in, but here comes the attack. Corruptors even in the skies to help deal with the Liberators. That's a lot of Terran, though. Banelings about to come in. We're going to be having 38 Banelings, but the Marauders tanking so well. The is so good.
Bongo goes down on those army. Oh man, all the foul units gets cleaned up. Does Armani have enough? Oh, never mind. The 3/3 upgrade is just too strong right now.
I didn't even notice the Infestors going for the burrow flank, but it worked so well. At first I thought, what are you doing? But the Fungals over all of the bile, but there's just too much bile, taking out another base. Finally, it's going to get taken out. The Ultras getting transfused, burrowing, all the things, all the words. And Armani deflects, but for how much longer?
Yeah, and after all that, I mean, still anyone's game, to be honest. I feel like anyone, if they can get a really great engagement, can turn the tides around. But look at this really low hatch rate. This is really his main mining base. He needs to save this in order to have any chance of winning this game.
The Ultralisk doing a great job. A nice fungal over that main clump of bio. More coming in as reinforcements, but the Usain Vultulisks just charging forward. Widow Mines trying their best, not doing very good. We see abducts on Marauders, not every day you see that. And this is just a back and forth game, 20 minutes, both sides not even close to maxed out. And it's just back and forth action. Finally, it looks like there's enough Terran to push back this battered and bruised Zerg force. On the other side, though, we do have Lings coming in to deny this planetary from coming online. Cloak Forgos is gonna come in.
Look at this random swarm host still doing some nice little.
Hey.
Oh!
Ow!
Trader. Yeah.
Ouchie, wouchie. That's not the ideal play. This base, I swear, this base has spent more time in the air than on the ground. Someone's got to go back in the replay and time this and be like, okay. Like, seriously, I would just put a planetary there at this point. Come on. It is lazy command center. Okay, so that's 5 Ultras coming through, but this is some nice chokes. A lot of Marauders here, and the Ultras are just melting. Oh, Snoopy, GG.
GG. Dream proves that, I guess, the theory doesn't stand. I'm just an ordinary person with no magical powers.
I wouldn't say that. I still think you have magical powers, but that was okay.
Yeah, that was one heck of a game, by the way.
That was an insane game, but that ending just felt like Armani just kind of got tired, really. That was not a smart fight to take. But he still did, and then was like, GG.
Yeah, I mean, he did suffer so much economic damage. Like, all his hatcheries were being, shut down or at least sniped off. So by the end, he just didn't have enough steam to kind of keep it rolling. And Dream just had so much. I mean, the Ultralists are good, but if you don't really have anything else besides the Ultralists, those Marauders can just like kite for days. And yeah, there's really nothing much that Armani could have done at that point. He lost all his Infestors during that big engagement. Unfortunately, it was a nice play, by the way, but he lost it as there's nothing to kind of save them once you kind of unburrow them out in the open. So, yeah, pretty much a GG at that point.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. The economy was suffering But, I mean, it ain't over till it's over. Dreams on match point, but ARMANI can still pull it back. Here we go. Game 6, guys, is going to be on Romanticide. I like the color scheme of this map.
I like the color scheme and the name of this map.
Oh yeah, that too. That it's just beautiful. We'll talk a little bit more about it after our introductions. In the bottom right, in the blue, from the Africa Freaks. He has to win here, or it's all over. Give it up for ARMANI.
And spawning here at the top left corner of the map is the red Terran player, looking to be in a dominant position and also to close out the series. Can he do it? It is Dream.
Okay. So he's not cheesing. Okay, this beautiful map. It's the magenta and the orangey crystals, the name. See, okay, Pillars of Gold needed to take it's the hint from this map. Romanticide, a kind of pinkish purple map, kind of romancy, uses purple Vespian geysers, the rich gas, like that. They did it. They stuck to the theme.
They lived up to his name.
I also just straight up love this map for games. I think we get some sweet games on it. I love the option of opening up that mineral wall to get to the rich Vespian gas. I love this base just kind of tucked up behind it. That's kind of hard to actually attack. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's also really a base, or not a base, a map that is pretty easy to get like a 3 base up and running, right? So
Yeah.
usually it kind of goes into at least a mid to late game in this map here.
It's not hard, though we have seen some abuse of the mineral wall to allow for some cheeky cheeses or attempts at them, as we saw Nina doing against, I think everyone with her Void Ray cheeses. Anywho, here comes the Reaper across the map. Not going to see anything too crazy. Where's the Lings? Says they are. Okay. They are here. Oh, but the Reaper's in such a nice spot. This is just silly. Okay. Got it. Gonna get two. Oh, Snoopy. Game's over. You got 2 Lings. GG.
ARMANI's gonna have to start waking up because right now he can't afford to be playing so sloppy here.
It does feel a little sloppy, in all honesty. Like, just the Reaper position. Okay. Oh! Thought for a second the Reaper's actually gonna get away. I'm like, no, please, no, not today. Alright, what are these 2 Marines doing here? Oh, they're scouting. For a second I thought they were attacking. Like ARMANI something by. No, they're dreams. Okay, moving on. Hallion's on the way. 3rd CC on the way. Are we gonna see a Hellbat push again, do you think, Snoopy?
Let's see. Might be possible. Or it could just be a Hellion drop as well. Not sure. But at the very least, we shall see if the starport, once it's done, if it does make a medevac, then it's definitely going to be the medevac Hellion drop. If not, then possibly a Hellbat timing. But it's going to have to start making an armory soon, I feel like.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not feeling it now that the Viking's on the way. What I am feeling is this Roach Horn. It is ready to get things hot and spicy with some Roach pressure. We do have Overlords on the way. 4 Roaches going to be joining the party. We'll see if we get any more stims. Going to be a tech choice. We're going to the buyout. We have not seen Mech today out of Dream. He's not tried to mech it happen.
Yeah, we did see actually a little bit hint of mech, a little bit, but then he switched into bioplay. I believe it was on Lightshade, if I remember correctly. He went for like Hellion and Widow Mines for a majority of the game, and then he started adding in some Marine and Tank. So, but yeah, for the most part, he's been playing pretty non-mechy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, did you see any of the TY versus Maru GSL finals?
Yeah, I did.
So remember that one game where they're just like, no, I'm going bio, no, I'm going mech, fine, I'm going mech, no, I'm going bio. Like, what in the world? That game blew my absolute mind. So apparently it's possible to do complete tech switches at random points in the game. So who knows? Maybe we'll still see mech in this game, guys. Terran players are just breaking all the norms. But here comes this Roach Ravager attack, and there's just a bunch of Hellions, which suck in this situation. The Lings also suck against the Hellions, but they have the Roaches and what am I saying? The Roaches and Ravagers. But now Banshee's out here, but this bunker's going to die. Does Dingus die here?
If he can kind of bust through, then possibly he can get enough damage done. But he's gonna have to do it soon because this Banshee is wailing away at these Roaches and Ravagers. All right, there we go. He has broken through the wall, and he's gonna go ahead and swarm and surround the Hellions. And there's nothing left to protect these poor innocent SCVs.
Okay, guys. Well, I think we're gonna be treated with a game 6, as that is 41 SCVs that cannot do a dang thing. This is
Wait. We might have spoken too early because there's that early third base there. He needs to do a bit more damage. He's got to get significantly more SCV kills here to make up the difference.
No. Where did the Ravagers go? The Banshees sniped all the no.
Oh man, we still have ourselves a game, guys. Still not over. Now I gotta say, Armani's still enjoying a 54 to 40 worker supply, so he's pretty okay. But still, that third command center with the mules, with the energy, with the SCV production can definitely pull himself back into the worker count.
This one Banshee has 13 kills, and the other one has 4. So this is the hero Banshee right here, guys, that went and killed all the Ravagers. 6 Ravagers going down. I swear, I saw all the Ravagers. I look away for like 10 seconds, and all the Ravagers are gone.
Yeah, this Banshee deserves a promotion.
It deserves a couple of medals, if not more. So I get wow, that I am blown away.
Yeah, I feel like if it was any player, it just would have died. But yeah, I mean, these Korean players are just so good.
Okay, it's gonna be Lingbane Muta this time. He is going for the Muta Cavern, as some may call it, or probably just me. But we are seeing the Widow Mines, which are fantastic against Mutalisks. So this just continues to apparently look better for Dream. The only thing that could look better is that he could be ahead in supply, which he's not. Armani at 73 drones, swinging that income advantage back in his favor.
Now we do see that the Armani did throw down the Spire, so if he can kind of surprise Dream with these mules, I think it could actually swing heavily into Armani's favor. There's really not any turrets in each mineral line, and the Mutalists actually can fly between bases really easily in this map.
Yeah, that is super true. And he can make 10 all at once right now. He has the money, potentially even 11.
But the Banshee's going to scout it here. Or possibly?
What?
Okay, yeah,
they're
definitely going to scout it.
Mineral field.
Okay, there they see it. Surprise, mother truckers. This, we got Mutas on the way, but now we see it. The drones, 4 going down. But I think the scouting that these Banshees have been the most valuable info. Okay, they're able to get 4 more. Double their value. Not bad. Yeah, Queen, you tell
wait. What's this Queen doing?
You tell that Spire.
Oh my god.
How long is this gonna happen? We've got Widow Mine drops coming in here into the main, and the natural getting cleaned up there, but 12 drones going down between all of the Widow memes. Oh, because there was one up here at the 3rd. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, that definitely hurt.
Armani was actually behind for a little bit in workers. After that, he is back ahead. But 1-1 is done for both sides. 2-2 on. Well, just +2 attack for now. Thor is here. Thors are coming on in, but the flock of mutas is 13 mutmuts. Can they get any damage done?
He's definitely gonna need some damage done with these mulas, because right now, losing all those drones, he's gotta at least deal some counter attack of some sort. But you know what? As I say that, I mean, he does have 5 bases here compared to the 4 of Dream, so he's at least keeping up here. Look at the income graph, pretty back and forth. A little bit here for Armani, and then a little bit here for Dream as well. So pretty even there. Yeah. Pretty even.
Bioforce, no! A little bit of an overextension there from Dream, but he's still okay. He's still had an army supply. Marines just chasing away the OBs from wherever they be looking. We do have another drop full of 4 Widow memes. Looking to make some more drones become dreams. Ha! Ha! I'm so funny. Okay, Lings and Banes and Mutas, oh my, coming in, but the Thor is here ready to tango. The drop is spotted as the army is chased away. We'll see if anything can get done. It looks like no.
Here at the 3rd base. Oh man, another. Oh wait, even more. Oh, 14.
I thought I was actually going in the main. So that one drone that died, everyone, sorry, you don't get to see it. My apologies. Okay, 2 command centers on the way. I mean, the attacking is relentless, but Dream is doing such a good job at defending against it. A couple SCVs will probably go down here, but not even. The Lings are just targeting all the wrong things. They are from the planet Alderaan, apparently. Dream going to try and get a 5th base.
Oh man.
Oh, but here comes this big attack here, guys. The Baneling's getting in. The Marines not super split. The Baneling's crashing through into the SCVs. 13 go down. Oh my gosh, the planetary lifts. Planetary lifts to me.
That was so close.
Okay.
But you know what? I think he's satisfied. I mean, he did get 13 workers there. The question is, does he have enough to defend against this huge counterattack?
I'm gonna go with no. Because even though it's 69 army supply to 100, anytime Bio is confident enough to walk on the creep, you know something ain't right. Something ain't right. And now the Middle Mines are actually just gonna kill the Morphing Banelings. GG Dream takes this series 5-1 with that dub.